Addicted to train of thought. I know others have written about the addictive quality of the Lumosity train of thought game. I have become so addicted that I have pretty much given up reading, and I love to read. I am retired, so the time isn't really an issue. It's just that I see trains when I close my eyes. Seriously. I may have to go to Train Games Anonymous. Just got awarded 50 trains. Does anyone know how high it goes, as I am telling myself if I peek out I could quit? That happened to me on the cafe game. Some I am so lousy at they don't seem to have the addictive quality. Anyway, just curious if anyone else is in this crazy predicament. Just finished my evening dose of trains and saw your note. Like you, I finally got to level 14 and 50 trains. I think I saw a note when I did it that there are no more levels, but I have noticed that when I get 49 or 50 there is usually an out of 51 or 52 showing. So I guess we can at least get to 52 with our obsession. Oh yeah, just as you say. Terribly addictive, just one more quick game. And if I play before bedtime, I, too, see the trains in my head when I close my eyes. I don't know how high it goes. On my computer, when I do badly it knocks me down a notch, fewer trains next time. But on the iPad, it seems like once I get to a higher level, due to a fluke or dumb luck, I'm stuck there, beyond hope of ever keeping up with that many trains. Have others who play on multiple devices noticed that? I even tried letting them all just run, for a score of 0, and am still stuck with more trains than I want. Within one level, if that makes sense, if I go back down to the lower number at the start, it's too much easier. I just want fewer trains at my top level, like I get on the computer. Approximately 58 trains, 2000 LPI, 90 trains, cap. If you hit 90 with your addiction, you'd be joining as one of 3 people in the world that VE made it publicly known, you being the third. Personally, I just got around approximately 60 and said meh, good enough. Time to head towards other games. Time's too precious. Yes, I am totally addicted to the train game too, and yes, I too used to be a big reader, but now despair of getting beyond my addiction to do the things I used to do. Terrible. I managed to give up train of thought for about 3 months and was happier, but then took it up again. Why is it so addictive? In another post somewhere in this community, I recall reading that Lumosity hired a top digital games designer to make this game more attractive/addictive. Do you notice that some games are easier and some games are harder? It seems to me that after I get a high score on an easier game, they will give me a harder game. I suspect that the choice of games works to some algorithm that makes you keep playing. I notice that my hopes goes up when I get a high score, so I play again. And if I get a low score, I want to play again with the determination to do better next time. I think the game designer knows the psychology of addiction and uses it to maximum advantage. Thanks for the replies. This addiction is more serious than what people seem to think. In fact, it is interfering with a lot more than just my reading. I have an active social life and do a lot of volunteering work. So, you may be saying that I seem very busy, and what is the problem? Well, the problem is that all the time, or most of the time, that I am doing other things, I really want to be playing trains. It's like a haze over my life. Can you remove Lumosity from your phone? And get a Kindle to keep on your person. LOL. When I went cold turkey, I just decided very clearly that the only time I would play the trains is if I get them in my daily training. And no more. What happened over that 3 months was I explored more Lumosity games, thereby getting much more variety in brain exercise. That is a good suggestion, Happy Clown. Thank you. I will go cold turkey. Maybe a month or 2 of no train of thought will cleanse my mind. Out of sight, out of mind. I relate to every post here. I also only play train of thought when it's offered in my daily training, which averages 2-3/month. I am at 47 trains. Feel good to not be alone in the addiction that is train of thought. Hi, my name is Gore and I am a train of thought addict. I've only been playing Lumosity for about 2.5 months, Train of Thought and Pet Detective have taken up a large percentage of that time. I haven't got past level 1344th trains yet, so I do need to put in some time when play it. If I only played 2 or 3 games at a time, I'd never improve my train count, as this game has proven to be difficult for me. I play several other games during each session, but I always end up going back to TOT for just one more game. Admitting you have a problem is the first step, so there is hope us all. Another one obsessed with Train of Thought here. I am on level 13, and can't seem to do better than 45 out of 47. We'll keep trying. And I just made it to level 14. Squee. Well, my Train of Thought addiction has been going full force since before Christmas. I've forced myself to play some of the other games, but quickly came back to Train of Thought. I continually played level 13 until I was able to get 45 to 47 trains almost every time. Going into level 14, I was still lucky to get more than 40 trains. After a lot of practice, I finally made it to the upper 40s and lower 50s, scoring my best at 54 on 3 different occasions. Today, I hit 56. My goal is 60, so I'm very happy with my progress. Well, it's been 10 minutes, I better get back to the trains. I'm having withdrawals. This may sound like sour grapes, but this has happened often enough that I'm pretty sure of it. Once a train comes out of the station, I have seen the color actually change, so it is impossible to get a train into the correct station if the changed color should have taken a different track. Also, I think I've seen a new train inserted, so the same theory applies. I'm also addicted. I've never done 14, but I show 14 trains, so I have probably done 13. I'm really curious if anyone else has noticed the different color, or added train, while they are playing. I think you may have a point. Sometimes I am certain that my trains are going into the right station, so I change my focus to other trains, only to hear the beep and see the X because the trains went into the wrong station. Not sure if it is a bug or something with the game, but I am fairly certain that the trains were headed for the right station. My addiction is paying off. Finally reached my goal of 60 trains today. I think if I can get another 60 trains, I'll have a 2000 LPI, then maybe I can get back to some of other games I've been ignoring. Maybe. I'm looking for similar games because I love it, but I cannot find it. I thought Candy Crush or Zelda was the most addictive thing I had found, but I see that it is not. What game is TOT? Thank you, from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thanks, I just made it to 62, after about 8 more times getting to 61, and many more times bailing out. Truth be told, I don't even try to fully complete the tracks where the trains are obviously going faster, or the tracks that have the track start in the middle. Those are impossible, at least to me. I will usually try for a minute for practice. Fun game. I have been playing for 2 years. My favorite game is still Train of Thought, even though I've stagnated at the top level for a while. Today I matched my highest score with 61 trains out of 63 possible. I have been honing my skill in this game, by not accepting bad scores. Ever more trying for that elusive next correct train. My attention LPI is at 1607 and my speed LPI is 1667, both of which I need high to compete in Train of Thought. I've heard of one person who scored several higher scores, but I would be interested to hear from others who perform at this high level. Are there any more of you who can boast scores this high? The game is still a challenge to me. Believe in yourself and good things happen. Today I reached a new high in Train of Thought. 64 out of 64, so the next time I play I will have 68 trains possible. I'm honing my skills in all games and this is my second year in training. It's still fun and I like to challenge myself where I play daily. I am very intrigued by TOT. I am at level 14 and they are sending me 58 trains now after I mastered 57. It's so cruel/sneaky of the puzzle masters to up the ante immediately upon a new milestone when you only hit it once. The briefest moment of bliss is instantly shattered by the self-motivating, read, addiction, continuation towards improvement. Sigh, to reach 90 trains as one person suggested is the upper limit, alas, not altogether sure my brain will improve enough. But incidentally, I am an amateur piano player and I practice regularly. My piano playing has gotten significantly better since I started taught and vice versa. Maybe this is good for the brain. I am at level 14 but sometimes I play level 13 just to give myself a dopamine hit from getting all trains into their stations. I've yet to achieve this on level 14.